obviously OTAs began today. And this team's got a lot of talent on the squad, and there's some guys who may be returning from injury, some guys who are looking to start for the first time. Who are three guys you're going to be paying close attention to just to see how they look? I mean, obviously, it's just these videos are getting, it's right now it's like 7-on-7 football. It's just our first look at it. But who are some of the guys you're curious about seeing them back this year? Who are three guys you're kind of that's on your mind as we go into these OTAs and these all season activities?
Going to would have to be the questions for me. So it would be Felix. Want to see what he's doing, see how he looks. Okay. Then it had to be the DBs on the other side, right? Jalen, okay, Joshua. All right. Let me see. Offensively, it had to be, like I said, the tackles. What are you going to do? So those would be the three positions, I think, for me, that I'll be checking out. I'll be looking at. All right.
What are you looking for most when we talk about Jalen Watson, Josh Williams? Obviously, of the three positions you said, those are two guys we've probably seen the most of. Whereas King Felix, we're hoping that he can maybe pop off with now Menahu out, and then with Kingsley, that's just a matter of taking that Wanye job or whoever's job it is. But what are you looking at with two guys in Watson and Williams who have seen a lot of burn in these first two seasons?
They have, but they've been switching in and out. So for me, it's all about consistency, especially at that position. You need a guy that's going to be consistent all the way through. So we've had them come in sparingly play. They've done a tremendous job in that role. Now you're the guy. You're thrusted in as a starter. Who's going to be the guy is the question. And so whoever comes out of that as being the number one there, that's what I want to see. Okay. And so that's the main thing. Shots right here, like you look great. Now I need the consistent part of you playing the entire game. Not only entire game, but I'm talking about 17 games. We're talking about playoffs. Who's going to be at the top of the food chain when everything's all said and done? So that's what I want to see out of these two guys. Okay. Heck, who's to say Najee might be able to get, we don't know. And so I think that's a good thing about it is we're going to see some competition in that room. And rightfully so, because that is a vital part of what we do defensively. We just lost one of our best defensive players to Snead. These other guys need for them to step up. We need to see those guys. And I don't have any doubt. I don't believe me. I don't. I don't have any concerns that they're not going to be good. I think they're going to be able to fit well with it. So
yeah, I think I agree with that. I love that Watson and Williams. I think a lot of people are not talking about it as much because everyone forgets that that McDuffie goes to the number one corner spot now, and it's now that number two spot. I mean, yeah, we've seen Williams, we've seen Watson kind of play in that position, and also you mentioned Najee is returning from injury too. So there's question marks there as far as being that guy every down at that being the number two guy. So that's gonna be a fun competition, especially because we've seen a big sample size of both those guys. And now those sample sizes are going to be going up against each other for this number two spot. So it's going to be interesting to see what would happen. So I'm with you on that. The one I'm excited to see specifically, King Felix is one, obviously. But the one I'm curious about is Brian Cook. Looked great last year. Has a horrible ankle injury, which they said was a sprain, which he never played again after that injury. So I don't know if that was a sprain or just I don't know what it was. But it looked really bad in that Packers game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you got Cook and then the new guy in Jaden Hicks. And it looks like it's going to be a competition for that other safety spot opposite Justin Reed. And I think Cook versus Hicks is going to be an interesting one to see how that plays out. Because, I mean, Hicks looks like a badass. Obviously, he's a rookie, but he's a guy that a lot of people said would have been a number one safety, or he was vying for the number one safety spot in this draft, and we got him late. Mm-hmm. And you have him, and you have Cook battling out for this number two corner spot. I'm interested to see how Cook responds and returns from his injury. I'm also curious to see how Hicks looks as an NFL player.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Like you said, we don't know the severity of it. Is he back 100? Well, we'll find out sooner than later. He'll probably take the reps at one if he's all good, sparingly, and they'll switch him in and out. Hey, man, let's see if you can make a transition. And if not, then we got a lot of depth there. you know. So that's a good thing. The young guys, young, like you said, young defense. These guys are going to be okay. These guys are going to be okay. I think Cook, once he gets back, like you said, from the injury, looks, he's still as sicky smooth as he was before. It's the reason I wanted to draft him is because of his caliber of play, right? His talent. So I think we'll be all right there. But I do agree with you. I like to see how he comes back from that injury for sure.
Yeah. I'm seeing some people are excited about the punter competition. You usually see the punter competition being something to look at. It's interesting though. We got Ariza, which is a nickname the punt god from San Diego State, who Buffalo Bills drafted and then was released with that whole thing that he went on, the sexual assault case at San Diego State. After the fact, he was not actually at the time the sexual assault occurred. And so, that case was dropped and he was no longer facing any charges against him. So now his career is back on again in the NFL. The Chiefs are looking to replace Tommy Townsend, and it looks like Ariza could be the guy. And I believe we also signed like a badass punter from Kentucky.
Yeah, I think, we did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm right about misspeaking here.
I think it was Kentucky. Yeah,
So looks okay. So BYU. BYU.
Oh, BYU. Was BYU punter?
Yeah, I was thinking blue. Yeah, it was Ryan Rakow. Yeah.
Okay.
Rakow has a powerful leg, managing to punt the ball for over 60 yards in multiple instances in only 7 games last season. Strength is crucial in the NFL, and Rakow faces tough competition with Matt Ariza. So yeah, we got a punter competition. It's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who's consistent. I think they say Rakow he does a great job with direction punting. That's what you need. You need a guy who is surgical in the punting department. But Ariza has a very strong leg. They raved about him a lot. So it'd be really fun to see. Illy Beeman, peace, fellas. Outside our big three, let me go to the first question. Pat, Travis, and Chris, who could be least afford to lose to injury? Outside our big three, woo.
Wow.
I would say tackle.
Juwan,
yeah. Or one of the other tackles, left tackle, anybody. To be honest with you, because you got to protect Pat. And if you ain't protecting Pat, that's a problem. Should I even say Illy?
Creed?
You got the two guys inside them that could probably, I think you may have my man, Norzad, the
Persian Prince.
Yeah, he might show up a little bit. He looked pretty good with those snaps. Pacheco is another one. It'd be a little tough. It'd be tough to miss him.
With the running backs behind him, I know you're big on CEH, but the running backs behind him, without Pacheco would be a lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. What was another question he had?
So yeah, what about the RB we scooped up? White guy named Streeter or something. He's talking about Carson Steele, which is probably more of the fullback variety there. But a lot of people. So since he brings this up, we'll tackle this one. So we got LaMichael P. Ryan just got released. I know everyone was a big fan of him. Week 3 preseason, he toured. Everyone was that's the backup that we need. He's better than CH. And I think I told people to pump the brakes on that Week 3 Heisman show that he put on in that game. But so he's gone now. You got Carson Steele. You got Imani Bailey from TCU. We have Keontae Ingram, who we signed from Arizona last year, who Brett Veach in a recent press conference said they're very high on. And that's the only other guy in that room who's taken significant touches in the NFL. Not much, but if you look at his tape from when he was at USC, he looked pretty good when he was in college. So that other running back spot's going to be an interesting one, JD.
It is. Hey, the room got crowded real quick, didn't it? Hey, P. Ryan, they like, listen, hey, probably better for to go on and let you go right now so you can find you a spot. We're going to go ahead and move on. So that's the reason these guys have some talent. And I think for them, they were like, we'd rather see what these young guys can do as opposed to have you in here. So, yeah, that room got crowded real quick with talent. So it just goes to show you.
I'm looking. So you got Pacheco and then CH. Outside of that, you got Carson Steele, Deneric Prince. I forgot to mention him. Keontae Ingram, Hassan Hall, and Imani Bailey. So it's like 6-7 running backs deep in there.
Yeah. And look, they're gonna let everybody get a toe. They already know what Pacheco and CH can do. These young guys are gonna let them run. They're gonna let them run, man. They're gonna let them run. Pacheco will show he'll lead the way in CH. They'll get a couple snaps, look good about it. Come and have a seat. Sit down. All right. These young guys get at it. So
the OTAs, like right now, is just more about like when you talk about running back rooms that are already kind of intact up top, like your 1 and your 2 already intact. We know who those guys are.
Oh yeah.
These OTAs is more for those 4 to 8 that I just named, or 3 to 8.
It depends on what position. Of course, the younger guys, you want them to get a little bit of reps. They don't quite know the offense yet, so you don't want them messing things up, right? You still want them getting, a little bit of a look. And so the first team will come in, they'll have their reps, and they'll get out of there. Because you got a capable, quarterback in Carson Wentz. Carson get out there, sling the ball a little bit. Wide receiver wise, we want to see what you can do. This is where you start getting some, Xavier Worthy, yeah, we're going to see what you can do. Hollywood Brown, go ahead and get you a couple more. All right. And then everybody else, we're going to see you battle it out. This is what we're talking about, Ross and all those guys, Watson, and we'll see where you're going to fit at. So this OTAs, man, it's just open for everybody. But the guys that we know is going to be solid, solidifying those positions are going to be there. They'll lead the way with a couple of reps. Come on out. Have a seat. So it's going to look good everywhere, like tight end. Shoot, you got a really talented tight end room. I see something, I guess it was PFF rated best positions, and they had tight end room. They had like San Fran. I'm like, are you kidding?
Will they count Juszczyk as a tight end? What are they doing here?
Doesn't matter if they did or not. Shoot, we still got Travis Kelce, okay, Noah Gray, Irv Smith, all right, and Jared Wiley. So we got guys. So I put our guys up against anybody in the league. Anybody. So
I agree.
Yeah. I was looking at it like, what?
What were we number 2 on that list?
I don't know. It just had the best of each position. That's how they rated it. So
I don't know. Yeah, PFF's got something against us. I don't know what it is.
Man, everybody can't be on us. Everybody can't.
That's true.
So
That's
fine.
true.
It's all right. You don't need to pat on the back.
Yes, sir. Illy Beeman, I still got hope for Ross. Me too. With his Rice situation lingering, it's going to give him ample opportunity to kind of showcase what he can do finally. Hopefully. He
better take every opportunity. Every opportunity. You know what I was telling you about that catch the ball with the one hand?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have at least 5 of those. I'm telling you. You better have 5 of them. Have 5 of them. You want to be on this roster? You want to show what you want to do? You want to get into this rotation? Have about 5 of those. Be spectacular. That's what you do right now. So I'm talking to Ross, right? You want to be on this roster. You want to show everybody what you can do. You want to put to bed all the naysayers. This is your time and opportunity to show it, okay? This is talking to you, Ross. Justin, it's to you, buddy. Show what you can do, all right? Be excellent. Be excellent. I want you to be on the roster. If you can show what you can do, we know you got talent. Show what you can do, man. Yeah. Be spectacular. So.
Yeah, I hope so. We're big Ross fans in this on this show on this channel. Yeah. So hopefully you can do it. Hopefully they can throw him some jump balls finally, like they did in that Week 3 preseason game.
Mm-hmm. And we push it for every wide receiver out there. This goes to everybody. I'm just specifically talking to Ross. Shoot, if you the guy like everybody says you are, show it.
Show it. Proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.